Hey guys, we super late. We super late, so I won't waste time. Let's get into it. But I did share a signal on USDJPY, right? Um, Still playing around. Hey, USDJPY, man, still playing around because they came back. They came back to our entry, but it's okay because we have an SL. And like I said, we don't need to go aggressively until we see those shifts them. First one is that closure below. They give me that rejection, but they didn't drop after that. So let's just give them time, right? Because I'm looking at it on the 1 hour day. So even if you are not in, guys, you can still sell them. 1:5. Yeah, 1:5. I went in there. You too can. Then you just give your stop loss a room to breathe, right? It's like you're risking 37 pips. Yeah, there's not yet this not a shift yet, but I like how price is going there, even though they are penetrating. It's like they are penetrating there. Look at this impulsive, but if you look here, we are going there in a correction form, right? That's what I like, in a correction form. So as much as they can play around, yes, they can play around. They can even take us out. Then that's what I was saying, that no need for us to like go aggressively in there. Even personally, my SL is 50 USD and I'm targeting like 127, right? And I'm targeting like 127 USD. So if you check the Euro USD, the Euro USD, man, since I wanna like buy it, but let me remove this. So according to my weekly, we have this key zone here and this key zone here. So that's sort of like my trading window for today and this week. So if you look at this week, they already used it, right? They already used it that week. And if you pay close attention, internally these guys are bullish, are bearish. We had a high, higher low, higher high. Instead of a higher low around here, they shifted this one. So inside this range, we have a change of character here. And we are getting this on a weekly. So that means this is my external structure. So according to the structure, let's go to daily. So daily, I can even pull my Fibonacci now on a daily from the top to the bottom here. So these guys, if they want to continue selling, they should at least come to 50% and 61.8, right? Because they changed character impulsively. If you look at 50% and 61.8, we have a supply here that is not tapped and it's inside 50% and 61.8, right? So, and if you look below it, we have unrated liquidity. Oh, these are the early buyers, early sellers there. So now I can see that price still has room to go up, but for them to go up, like I said, remember this one down below, they used it. So we are left with this one here. We are left with this week. Let me do this so that you can see it properly. We are left with this week. That's why I can get my buy set or expect price to come to. But we will see when we go to lower time frames, because remember, the more time frames, the lower time frames you go, the more price action you're gonna get, right? According to 4 hours, we can even, you see, now I have a much refined supply there, you see. So this is, let me put it here. Okay, so now we have this. So this liquidity and that point of interest, they act like a magnet, right? But before we can even target them, we are going to pay close attention at 1.16512, right? Because this is the leg that is still holding structure. Because if you pay close attention here, we are still bearish, man. According to internal structure, we have a bearish, that was an inducement. Most of the traders, they thought price changed character, but they were induced, because if you look at price, they later came. Just give me 2 minutes, guys. Let me fix something here, guys. I think I lost my network here. Let's wait. Because even so, let me check your messages, guys. Let me see your comments. Will you check gold? Of course, we're gonna check gold. Of course, we'll check gold, man. Let me. So here we have that internal inducement, right? So which means that generally we are bearish, man. But like I would say, for me to look for sales, I can look for sales around that key zone there. But in the meantime, I'll focus on buys. So I will go to 2 hours, because the more price action we go, this is the same info we used to trade GBP USD last week, right? But I won't talk about what took place there. But I can see we changed character here. Which is sub-internal structure, change of character, sub-internal, sorry. Then we have a sub-internal break of structure. So how they broke structure, you can see that it's impulsive, but I can take my Fibonacci from the origin of buys to the origin of sellers there. Weighs 50% and 61.8, 50%. Nice. Ooh. Now if you check here, we can see we have this week. I like weeks, man. I like weeks. Then there comes this liquidity. So 1 hour. You can go to 30 minutes, of course, man. You can check 30 minutes if you want. but I think 1 hour will do for me, because 1 hour is clean and clear. So can wait for price to shift. If I don't want to wait for price to shift, I can sell. I can buy and put my stop loss here, or I can wait for them to shift so that I can have a, a tiny SL versus 1:6. You can target 1:5, right? But hey, why not, man? From there I can put my Fibonacci from the top now to the bottom, for if I want to swing, man, which is something that I'll be doing once price get there. Then I know that the news tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be a busy day, man. Very productive day. 161.8 makes sense with this. We can target this liquidity. How much is this? Let me check. 1:7, 1:8, 1:11. So if you check now, but first TP, let's target 1:5.875. Then we will see how they break structure there later. I will update you. Don't worry, guys. I'll be updating you through the entire process. Yeah, we'll check your comments, guys. Last week, like I said, because I was trading GBP USD, I couldn't trade Euro USD, right? But I told you guys that pay close attention to that liquidity. There is a point of interest below that liquidity. Wait for price to come to that point of interest, then you can buy. And where was that gap we talked about here? Here's that gap. Then I said you can target this gap, because once they fill this gap, they are more likely to drop, because it was already Friday, right? So you can see, man, they went there nice and clean, right? They went there nice and clean. So yeah, man, let's wait for them now to give us that info. Again, GBP USD, you can see, yeah, that's how we targeted 1:5.29. You can see that price money, but it went beyond, because there was supplies at the top there that they needed to come in clean and tap. You can see this was our supply here. Going to lower time frames, that's where you could have refined it to maybe this week. And if you look below it, like I said, there was a liquidity. Now this was those who wanted to swing to 161.8. Because if you look at 161.8 was inside here. This was like 1:9, right? So right now they are even here. Even if you buy here, right? Even if you buy where they are, but I won't buy there. I would rather buy here, but right, I would rather buy here. So I will also check my indicator by Lux Algo, which is the session trade. Sessions by Lux Algo. I like it, but I'm not recommending it to anybody, because the next thing you'll be like, hey, he's promoting this thing and blah blah. But I recommend to you, my people, because you guys are my private students, so I gotta recommend you to good things. Not saying I'm recommending bad things to the ones who are not in the private sessions or private community. No, guys. So 1:5 SL, we're gonna put it here, and then 1:5. So I can even target 1:5.8 years there. So we can target this one. But where they previously reversed, this is 1:6. You invest here, there's no need for you to trade any pair during the week. So this sort of like, they can use this as an accumulation, manipulation, then distribution up. But either way, by the time they take out this leg, we'll be having a change of character. So kind of like looking for a tap, then they can come, then they can reverse, then they can shoot. So even Nasdaq, I was looking for the buys today. Gold, they it's a new week, man. New week, man. Look, gold is melting, bro. Gold is melting, bro. Let's go monthly. You know how these guys are, how gold is moving right now. Check how they are even approaching this point of interest. Check how they are approaching this point of interest, man. Where will they go if price is like this then? You know, they can even push to this one here. Do you know that? Yes, they can even push to this one. If you look here, my key zone here, they broke this key zone here because this is like a 2 months candlestick. I mean, 2 months back candlestick. Because if you look at this candlestick, I think it's they broke the January candlestick, because from January, February, March, this guy in January, February, they've been pushing up. March, they just manipulated all these 2 candlesticks with a 1 big candlestick on the monthly time frames, right? So gold is still tricky, but where it is, man, it needs you to be wise, man. You need to be wise enough, because let me see. This wasn't tapped previously, so yeah, man, they can use it. They can even use this one down below here, because I mean, still look at how price is approaching this one. It's still approaching that one with an impulsive movement, which means that there are high possibility for them to even drop to this, or even this one here, right? But we will check it around the New York session. We will check it where it will be around that time. But I'll be looking for this one here. We're looking for that one. So these are like possible reversal zones. I'm not saying price is going to reverse here. I'm saying there are possible reversal zones. Because if we get a reaction and those change of characters there, we can react according to that, man. Can we use this one? It was tapped. We can refine it to this one. So now if you look, these guys are still bearish. Bearish. Ever since we broke structure here, we never got a correction. So what we need on gold is just a correction. Because a correction, that means they are printing a lower high, then we can jump. Because according to the structure, the last untapped supply is this one. We can even use this like that, still okay, because going to 1 hour. Like gold has been recently using gaps, so which means that they still have a room to come and use this gap. Why this gap? Because this is the only gap that broke structure here, and ever since we broke structure, we never got a lower low. Price has been like drastically dropping down. Right, price has been dropping down so damn crazy. According to 30 minutes, we also have a break of structure here. All right, and this break of structure, we have untapped supply here. It also has liquidity that is protecting it. Let's go to 15 minutes so that it will be clean and clear. So which means that in the meantime, I can forget about this, but not like forget. No, what we will do is we will see, because we know that by the time they break and close above this one, that's when we will see that okay, now they want to target that higher time frame POI. But currently gold is here, and the only untapped supply is here, because this one has liquidity below it that is protecting our POI. That's what I want to see. So 15. Okay, let's go 5 minutes. So if you look at the 5 minutes, still we don't have that. But 5 minutes, we only have this candlestick that was closing below our range. Our range, I mean that this candlestick was responsible for the break here, right? So they're the ones that can drive price down, but I'm not going to scalp here, because that means I have to put my SL above there, then I can target 1:3. You see, so normally what I would do is ignore this one, man. Even if they go and even if they just continue drop, it's okay. It's okay even if they do that. But either way, so my sales on gold will be here, and we still have like the New York session, man. We still have time before the New York session opens. So if they go to this gray zone down below there, I will buy gold there. If they come here, I will sell gold. I won't trade where they are now. I'll be reckless. I'll be a reckless trader if I do that. So let's go to 15. There goes our setup. There goes our setup. So like I was saying, where the ADI can continue dropping to those zone down below there. But even if they drop, man, we will sell gold there. BTC, they dropped. Now, let me, you know what? Let me check USDJPY. I think it's playing around. I think it's playing around. Yeah. Why I think it's playing around? Because I saw what EURUSD did, man. Because EURUSD did like gave us this drop, but like I said, man, we will wait. Even this one, we are still waiting, man. So there's no need for us to like to have too much setups. I hope, man, they pay. I hope they pay because USDJPY is playing around. And like I was saying there, man, what is that? Let me go to session indicator by Lux Algo. And there are sessions that I don't want here, which is the Sydney. I also don't want lines. Okay. So look at the Tokyo, man. The Tokyo, yesterday London was, Friday London was bearish, New York was bearish, Tokyo is bearish. So the London hasn't opened yet, right? The good thing is the London session hasn't opened yet. So so we have alert there. We have an alert there. Gold, there's no need for us to set a limit as that on gold. And like I was saying, man, gold can drop to that, but because right now we have a Tokyo high and a Tokyo doesn't have a low yet. It only have a high. And that's why you wanna see sell around the Tokyo high. London can give us that retracement up. Right? London can give us that retracement up. Okay. Oil, I'm not gonna talk about oil. Like I say, there's no need for us to like have too much pairs. Yeah, Bitcoin is kind of looking good. Wow, Bitcoin, you can, let me check if we can buy Bitcoin. Oh yes, we actually missed the trade, man. We actually missed the trade. We actually missed that trade because this is the Tokyo, but you can ignore it, man, because we are still in a Tokyo session. The London hasn't opened yet. And like I said, there's no need for us to like go open. I've trade on USD JPY, and I'm looking for trades on Euro USD. I mean GBP USD, and this one is still play around. It's giving me a headache. Not yet. So I hope, or I'm looking for the London to clean the Tokyo low. So let me show you something. This is our Tokyo low. Now when the price say it's a liquidity. There's liquidity, swing liquidity. There's a London low, swing liquidity. New York low, swing liquidity. Tokyo low, swing liquidity. These guys, they got a drop, man. But what they can do, they can play around first before they drop. Like they can play around first before they drop. But I'm looking for the New York session. I mean the London session to give us that drop. I want to see the London session gives us that drop, right? So the good thing is the price is still playing around here. Mistakes will be made around here. Most traders will be panicking there. So we just gotta stay put. We just gotta stay put, man. Yeah. Let me check your messages again in your comments, guys. Can you please share setup? We set up on gold. There's no setup on gold, guys. Right? I know I like gold too, but we cannot force trades. We cannot force it to produce something like check gold, man. And like I was saying, we are looking for them to at least generate that leg, because once they generate that leg, it means that okay, now we have a lower low that we can even target in the next rally. Because if this is a true lower low, I can even target it next time when price give me my price there, because I'll be following my. So if I risk $10 there, that means I'll be making $70, right? If it's 100, then I'll be making 700 USD, right? And the challenge is that even here, I think I might even, let me, so we're still in Tokyo, so I won't do that. Even GBP USD, I think I might go with the USD sell, USD JPY sell. And before we do that, man, let me do this. Let me destabilize 2 minutes. Okay. Where is that? Because I want to trade. I want to trade. I almost forgot that we have a challenge. We have a challenge here with Hola Prime. It's a competition account, guys. They started like, is it yesterday around 12 o'clock? Dang. I was supposed to be in this. But we'll see where the competition takes us. But they say daily I don't have to like lose 3%.